to the 2020 Game Changers Pet Care Summit. We have one of my favorite people on today, Chinwe from Pocketsuite. Everyone has been asking me for years and years, how can I operate on the road, work from anywhere, and enjoy an abundant life? And I do owe it to Pocketsuite because they have made an awesome app that I can operate right from the power of my cell phone. Please help me welcome Chinwe.
Natasha, it's such a pleasure to be here. You're an absolute inspiration. You have been at the top of the Pocketsuite leaderboard for dog walking businesses for as long as I can remember. So I'm super happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So please let the pet care world know what I know. The best gem secret, I would say for sure, on how to basically automate. Automation is the new thing of 2020 and beyond, and how can we get our industry on board?
Absolutely. So Natasha, I'd love to just begin at the beginning, which is that, Pocketsuite was created specifically for individuals that are independent professionals that are doing their work on the go. And there's no better industry than dog walkers to really illustrate that the power of having a mobile tool to be able to run your business. So we were created because we saw there were three problems that individuals would need to be scheduled and booked by the folks that are using their services. So in the case of dog walkers, it was, you've got families and pet parents that are on the go, and they just need to be able to reach out to you on a moment's notice to say, hey, can you do a pickup or a drop off at this time? They may be at work. You may actually be on the go on another job. And so you need to be able to respond quickly and not miss that opportunity. And so having a mobile app is super critical for that. The second thing was that we saw that many dog walkers were being paid by a variety of different tools that routinely on their websites or on their social media, it would say, Cash App me, Venmo me, PayPal me. There were so many different payment tools that folks were using. And we saw that at any given time, they couldn't actually tell you how much money they were making in total because it was spread across so many different platforms. And so we thought, oh gosh, you're doing all this great work. You owe it to yourself to know at any given time how much you're making and how much you're owed. So that was another big solution. And then the third thing was that there are so many other things that you do that stand between getting a booking and getting paid that you have to use a number of other tools to do, whether it's using Google Docs or Microsoft related tools or using really pen and paper to just keep track of everything. And our feeling was, gosh, your clients are mobile and they are, used to on demand for pretty much everything. And so how could we create a seamless, frictionless digital experience for them? So everything from contracts that you might have with your pet parents to forms you might want them to fill out about their pets to anything else in between, we have it actually built in within Pocketsuite. So it's all organized within your client kind of CRM system or client relationship management system. So you literally don't have to leave the app to be able to look up any information, to process a transaction, and to keep in touch with your awesome pet parents.
I love it. Can you please walk us through some of the highlight features on the dog walking and pet sitting side?
Absolutely. So if you look at our website here, it's pocketsuite.io, and I actually started on our blog. One of the most important things we want to impart is that we really believe that this is about you as a dog walker living your best life and making the income that you deserve and that you'd like to sustain your lifestyle. So we have a lot of information for dog walkers on where to get leads, on things you can do to expand your career, things you can do to expand your business model and services. So definitely spend some time on our blog to just learn a little bit more about all the resources we have. If you want to then jump over to the features page to really see some of the goodies that we have in terms of services, we always start at the getting paid because that's a critical part of you sustaining the lifestyle. So the thing that we hear most from dog walkers that they really, really love about Pocketsuite is our invoicing. And the reason why is because oftentimes you are doing jobs for pet parents on a regular basis, right? So you're not looking to really invoice them every single day that you reach out to them and support their pets. So you want to be able to have a schedule where those invoices get sent out and they actually capture all the jobs you've done for them in that period. And that's exactly what we have. So we have something called scheduled invoices. And so I'm just going to scroll down so you can kind of see what that feature entails. And so these are the full list of features that we have here just to see the full breadth. So I'm just going to tap on the invoicing feature here to give you a feel for the different things that it incorporates. So the most important aspect of invoicing is being able to invoice over text. So the research shows that a typical invoice sent over email takes about 2 weeks, in some cases up to 30 days to be paid. When you send an invoice over text, it gets paid hands down in 24 hours. And I'm talking about any pet parent you're working with. People check their phones about 90 times a day. And so when they're looking at their text messages, they want to resolve whatever it is. So if it's an invoice, they want to pay it and sort of make sure it's cleared so that the next text message that comes in, they can attend to. With email, people are used to having a backlog in email. I'll get to when I get to it. And then as a result, you get paid a lot later than you'd want. So invoices over text is 90% of our pros are sending invoices over text. The other thing is itemization. What's really exciting about itemization is it actually itemizes all the jobs. So it itemizes all the pickups and all the drop-offs for dogs. So you don't have to really go back and do that as a duplicate thing, right? So the appointment's scheduled, usually it's on a recurring scheduling basis. And then what happens is the invoice automatically picks up any job that hasn't been paid for, and it reflects it and sends it automatically to your pet parent. So really, we call it set it and forget it. So you really don't have to worry about all of those things. It's happening for you in the background. There's a lot of other things that allow you to personalize the invoice and really make it your own. And then you get all of the full details. Here's the game changer. When you're sending invoices, typically for the first time, or if you have services that require this every time, you have the opportunity to include a contract on the invoice and to include a form. So you can literally attach a contract or a form to an invoice. So when your pet parent pays, they're able to sign the contract as well, or they're able to complete the form, or both. So again, you don't have to send it via email and then have them print it out and then fax it back to you. Like, none of that. It happens instantaneously. When it's signed, you get notified and it's located right in your app in that client file. So it's just, again, all sorts of really cool integrations that make your experience seamless and also make it really seamless for your clients. So that I just sort of went down that invoicing path because it's a really popular one. The other one that's super popular with dog walkers is online booking. So people are booking you from all over the place, right? They're booking you from Instagram, they're booking you from Facebook. You might text them a booking link, or they might see the booking link in your email signature. Anywhere they go, they can tap it, they can see your full services, and they can tap and see what your availability is. Pocketsuite syncs automatically to Google Calendar, to iCalendar, to any calendar system that you have. So your availability is always perfectly in sync with what your clients are seeing, and they can easily book you. So it makes it really seamless. Your clients can book you from any kind of device. They can book you from a mobile phone. They can also book you from a desktop computer, and they can see, again, your full services and your full availability. It's really cool. You can customize it however you want with your logo and also with your colors, your color palette. And it just makes everything really simple for you. So one of the things that we really, really love about the booking link is we're able to track the analytics. So you can see how many people saw my booking link, how many people actually booked me. And you can kind of start to think about how do you go back to those people that haven't booked yet and follow up to get those bookings. So online bookings are really, really cool feature that, that dog walkers enjoy as well. So the other thing, the final thing I just want to share is, the key to being able to stay in business and to being able to grow is really marketing yourself. And so we have a suite of marketing tools that we also offer that make it really easy for people to find you and to rebook you. So the tools that I enjoy the most is called Smart Campaigns. So one of the things we say is you might spend a lot of time trying to get new clients, but once you get those clients, you kind of serve them, but you're maybe not keeping track of when's the last time they booked you, when's the last time you reached out to them to maybe wish them a happy birthday or happy anniversary or happy milestone with their pet. What Pocketsuite does is it creates a smart CRM system for you in the background, and that's called Smart Campaigns. So what we do is we allow you to set up all of these automated messages that can go to your clients that are super personalized. And so here you'll see a list of the kind of automated messages you can send. So you can say a missed call. Anytime maybe you're on a walk and you can't pick up the phone and you get a missed call, what you can do is set a personalized message that gets sent out to that person that called you that says, sorry, I missed your call. However, if you'd like to book me, here's my booking link. Excited to work with you. So all of a sudden you don't miss that call. If they were calling to book you, you don't miss that lead. They can book you immediately. So we have things like that. We have a happy anniversary. So it can go out to all your pet parents. You don't have to keep all of their key milestone dates in your head. The system knows, and the system will send out the right personalized message to them. There's a whole slew of other things. The one or two things that I'll highlight is reach out to past clients. The number one thing that dog walkers say to us is, when someone hasn't booked me in a while, if they're not a regular, they're not one of my regulars, I may sometimes forget to go back out to them and say, hey, what's going on? Is there anything I can do for you? Pocketsuite never forgets. So what you can do is you can say, hey, if someone hasn't booked me within 2 weeks period of time, send this special message to them to let them know, what their last booking with me was, and to encourage them to book me again and to offer a special promotion to them. So it feels really personalized. It includes their name, it includes the last service that you offered them, and it also includes a special promotion. So if there's ever a chance to get them back in the fold, that's the opportunity. It's happening in the background for you. Once they do book you, you actually get a notification that campaign was successful, and you're able to keep track of the success of all of your campaigns. So these are the kind of marketing tools that Pocketsuite has booked in, because we know it's not just about the clients that are kind of in your face, that are regularly booking you. It's also those that have been in your database and that have booked you in the past, but maybe haven't come out for a while. I'll pause there.
Oh my God, I just love this place. First of all, I feel like oh, that's all I have to say. So let me break this down really quickly in dog walker terms for the whole community right now. So number one, do you see how beautiful this whole platform is? Like when I went around and I start comparing dog walker software, I literally compared like 5. And this platform was so me. It was clean lines and easy, and it was quick on the eye, and it wasn't confusing. Even my senior clients love to use the app. They tell me all the time. And that's like a hard crowd to get on technology, but they're fully in there. Okay, so that's number one. Number 2 is business culture. If you have been paying attention to what Chinwe has been saying, you are setting your customer up from day one to jump on your business culture. We hear all the time, my clients won't use my booking link. They keep texting me. They keep emailing me. How can I get them to book? So when you're sitting down with a customer on your online site, on your meet and greets, sending them contracts and forms, you are instantly setting up your business culture for them to receive your forms right in front of their face on their phone. You're setting up your business culture for them to book you online when they need you. And they're like, oh, this is how they've been doing it since the moment I met them. She never sent me a weird text message from this Google Voice number or an email. She sent and talked to me directly through the app. Also, I know Chinwe's highlighted that you can communicate through your clients through the app. So pictures or GPS location, you can do it all in here. Ha 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 ha. So I just love that. Also, the main thing too that we have an issue in our industry is instant booking. A lot of us will make clients go through the contact us form, and then you sit around and wait for 48 hours. Like, did they get my form? Am I in? Am I booked? Meanwhile, these tech companies are out here instantly booking these clients and taking some of our business. So you can batter right up with Pocketsuite and allow them to book you instantly, just like any fancy tech company, because you have it right now. And clients are like, cool, I booked, I fit out their forms. I did their client intake, and I'm in there. They're coming. And did you hear what I just said, guys? I did the forms, the client intake. So can we talk about cutting your admin time in half? Personally, I don't do any admin. I've been on this platform for so long that I figured out how to jimmy the whole system to make sure that every form that I need, a veterinary form, a credit card form, a client intake form, a meet and greet form, it's all in here. I'll put it all in here. And I can even go into talking about the team, okay? So I mean, get to the team. Can you guys see how much I just love this place. So let's talk about managing your team as my final thought, I think. Well, number one is paperless. So there's no more going back to your desk. Like I said, doing the admin and trying to figure out who's who and what's what. It's all paperless. It's all in here. They do reporting for you. It's done. So save yourself there. Chinwei's already talked about the recurring payments. So no more looking for your money or writing this paper and pen situation. Send this to your accountant and move on, right? You can send them the report and you don't have to worry about it. The marketing she talked about, a few things that I use is on rainy days, I send a mass text out to my audience and say, hey, don't forget to put the towel out, little small stuff like that. So there's so many ways where you can market to sell, but you can also market for maintenance. So instead of, reminder this, telling the walker this, it's all automated. Now, my final love is how amazing you can manage your team. We don't have anything in the industry where we can actually group chat with our team. That is vital, because this is a very interpersonal business where you don't have your coworkers where you can touch and feel. But when you wake up and you can say, hey to your team and how you guys feeling and good morning and what's new, or share your reports or share your wins or share, some cute pictures you guys have seen. Now you're creating this community within your team, and they love that. That really keeps retention with your staff. They know where they are, who they're with, and they don't feel like they're alone in Alcatraz, out here in the dog world. So I love that. Also, a couple backdoor things that I do is, instead of having this very long owner's manual, you still need to have the owner's manual, but you can actually put in the same forms and contracts for your staff. Another backdoor thing that I've done. So instead of saying, hey, read your owner's manual, which of course we're never going to read, you can actually put in weather protocol policy, lockbox policy. You can put in how to write a post-walk report. So all of these things, your staff can actually just click back on their profile, read it really quickly and say, oh yeah, it's raining outside. I'm going to take the dog out for 5 minutes, come back in. I'm going to towel them off. Now they know the full policy without wondering what's happening. They will never contact you. My team hardly ever talks to me. They love it, and I love it too. I used to check on them and are you guys okay? And they're like, we got it in the app. It's all here. We don't need you. I'm like, true that. Okay, carry on. So it's really, really nice to streamline. Of course, you can pay your team in the app if you choose to do so. Scheduling is all here, so they all know what to do, where to go. And it is just so easy, guys. I was so happy to have you on, Chinwei, because this app has done so much for my personal life, guys. If you wonder how I've been to 15 countries, how I travel in an RV, how I have 2 babies, right here. Okay, right here. So thank you so much for showing this. I really just want people to get it, because it's a game changer, game changer right here.
Natasha, I have learned so much just from listening to this. We didn't even realize some of these other use cases that people were doing. We're going to have someone call you and just say, hey, what are you doing there? We want to share that with you.
There's a lot of ways to use this thing, right?
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Team. I mean, it's so hard to manage your team nowadays, and to people have DocuSign, all these forms. It's no, it's all right here. Everything you need. You don't need, I love Slack, obviously. I use it, but you don't need Slack. You don't need some of these additional things. And talk about money saving, talk about expense reports and budgets. And right here, guys, right here. No more 50, 50, 20, 100, 250, right here. So that's it. I'm done.
Natasha, can I just say that honestly, watching you just over the years, seeing how you work, seeing how you market and build brand and support your clients has been really an inspiration. And we've seen so many dog workers come in after you and learn from your model and grow as a result of it. So you have been an inspiration to them, a mentor, and honestly, somebody that we all look up to. So I appreciate it. Please keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. And please keep this app for life, because if you guys weren't here, I'd be like, ah! So any final words, Chinwe? How can we get this app? Where can we find it? Give us all the goods.
Absolutely. So you can find the app in the App Store and you type in Pocketsuite, or in Google Play. So we're on both iOS and on Android. You can also go on right to our site, Pocketsuite. That's suite.io. And you can actually go right to the app and tap sign up right on that Pocketsuite website, and sign up right online, and you'll get a link to your phone to download the app from there. So we're here, we're available. Our customer experience team is available 7 days a week. We're online when you're online. We provide support. We're a cheerleader. We're a virtual assistant. We just want to see you win. So thank you.
I can attest to that. You guys have added so much stuff that I've asked for. I'm like, can we add this? And not that I'm expecting it, but you guys, like, next week it's in there. I'm like, okay. So that's another thing.
Every 2 weeks, we have really, really like open ears for our pros. And Natasha, you've taught us a lot, and we've built out the app with the feedback that you've given us.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Blessings to you guys. And we will chit chat again. It has been a pleasure. And I'm going to let you go. I know you're busy, but thank you so much for being here, talking with us, and giving this goodness to our audience.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.